If checking your bank account makes your stomach drop, you're already losing the game. And every time you say it's just $1.20, you're proving it. Not because you're broke, but because you think like someone who stays broke. That stings? It should. Because this isn't about one big mistake. It's the daily leaks you ignore, the swipe you justify, the number you avoid, the lie you tell yourself to feel in control. Meanwhile, someone earning less than you is quietly stacking money while you reset to zero every month. Same effort. Same hours. Completely different outcomes. And here's the dangerous part, the habit draining you the most. You probably did it today, without noticing. You already know this feeling. You open your banking app, hesitate, and then close it. It's not laziness, it's discomfort, and your brain is trying to protect you from stress. But here's the truth most people avoid: ignoring your numbers is exactly what keeps you stuck. In personal finance, clarity beats income every single time, and that's one of the most powerful finance tips you'll ever hear. Think about a scene from The Office, when Michael Scott avoids problems hoping they disappear. That's exactly what happens when you dodge your money habits. You delay reality, not fix it. Instead, you need a simple system. Pick one day a week, grab a pen, write down your income, expenses, and what's left. No apps, no distractions, just raw awareness, because financial education starts with facing the truth head-on. Now imagine this: you check your money every week for 90 days straight. Suddenly, you notice patterns, subscriptions you forgot, spending spikes, emotional purchases. That's financial psychology in action. You start seeing how you behave, not just what you earn. And once you see it clearly, you can finally start asking smarter questions about how to make money and keep it. But here's where it gets interesting, because even when you start tracking everything, something unexpected happens. You realize the problem isn't just what you see, it's why you spend the way you do. And that leads to a deeper issue most people never confront, one that quietly drains your future. In the next step, you'll see why your spending isn't random at all, and how it's tied directly to your emotions in ways you didn't expect. You've probably done this without even realizing it. You feel stressed, bored, or overwhelmed, and suddenly you're buying something. It feels small in the moment, almost harmless, like a quick reward for a tough day. But here's the uncomfortable truth: you're not spending to grow, you're spending to escape. And that one habit quietly sabotages your personal finance and destroys your long-term money habits. Think about friends, when Rachel first starts earning and immediately spends on lifestyle upgrades. It feels deserved, right? But the pattern is dangerous if you don't control it. This is where financial psychology kicks in. Your brain links spending with relief, not progress. And if you don't break that loop, no amount of financial education will fix your results. So here's a simple but powerful shift. Before every purchase, pause and ask yourself, does this improve my future or just my mood? That one question forces awareness, and awareness changes behavior faster than willpower. You can even set a 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases. Most urges disappear if you just wait. This is how you start training discipline and learning how to make money decisions that actually move you forward. Now imagine stacking this habit over 6 months. You don't just save money, you rewire your thinking. You stop reacting and start deciding, and that's where real financial control begins. But here's the twist: even if you fix emotional spending, something else might still be holding you back. In the next step, you'll see how the words you use about money are quietly limiting your ability to grow. You say it without thinking, "I can't afford that," and just like that, your brain shuts the door. It feels responsible, even smart, but it actually trains you to stop looking for solutions. In personal finance, the language you use shapes your actions more than your income ever will. And this is where most people unknowingly kill their chances of learning how to make money. Think about Tony Stark in Iron Man. He never says this is impossible, he asks, how do I build it? That's the shift you need in your financial psychology. Stop closing loops and start opening them. When you ask, how can I afford it? Your brain starts scanning for opportunities, not excuses. That's how powerful money habits are built, through better questions, not just better answers. Now let's make this practical. Say you want to invest $500 but feel stuck. Instead of shutting down, you could ask, can you cut one expense, sell something, or create a small side income? Maybe you freelance, flip items online, or pick up a skill like copywriting or video editing. This is real financial education, turning problems into strategies that actually increase your income. Over time, this shift compounds in ways most people underestimate. You stop thinking like someone who avoids risk and start thinking like someone who creates options. And that's where things start to change fast, but not always where you expect. Because even if you think bigger, you might still be leaking money in ways you're not paying attention to. You feel productive cutting small expenses, skipping coffee, canceling a cheap subscription, saving a few bucks here and there. But deep down, your biggest financial leaks are still wide open, quietly draining your progress. This is one of the most common traps in personal finance. You focus on what's easy, not what actually matters. And without realizing it, your money habits stay stuck while you think you're improving. Think about Suits, when Harvey Specter ignores small talk but goes straight for the high-stakes deal. That's how you should approach your finances. Focus on the moves that actually change your life. Instead of obsessing over $5 expenses, look at your top 3 biggest monthly costs: rent, car, and lifestyle. That's where real financial psychology shifts happen, and where serious financial education starts to pay off. Here's a practical move. Pull your last 30 days of expenses and highlight your top 3 categories. Now challenge each one. Can you renegotiate, downgrade, or optimize without killing your quality of life? Even a $200 reduction monthly becomes $2,400 a year. That's real money you can invest or reinvest. That's how you start thinking strategically about how to make money and keep more of it. And once you start making these bigger decisions, something surprising happens. You realize progress isn't about effort, it's about direction and focus. But there's still one silent killer that stops people right when things are about to take off. In the next step, you'll see why waiting for the perfect moment is costing you more than any bad expense ever could. You keep telling yourself you'll start when you feel ready, more confident, more prepared. But the truth is, that moment almost never comes, and deep down, you already know it. You consume videos, read about finance tips, learn financial education, but you delay execution. And that gap between knowing and doing is where your personal finance stays stuck. Think about Spider-Man: Homecoming, when Peter wants to prove himself but keeps waiting for validation. Tony Stark literally tells him, if you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it. That's the same with your money habits. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes from it. And your financial psychology only shifts when you actually move, not when you just learn. So here's the move: take one imperfect action today, no matter how small it feels. Open an investment account, sell something online, start tracking your income, or learn one monetizable skill. Even something simple like researching ETFs like VOO or learning basic freelancing can change your trajectory. That's how you start understanding how to make money in real life, not just in theory. Now stack that over 30 days, small actions, repeated, build unstoppable momentum. You stop overthinking and start executing, and suddenly things begin to click. But here's the catch: your environment might still be pulling you backwards without you noticing. In the next step, you'll see how the people around you silently shape your financial future, for better or worse. You might not notice it at first, but the people around you shape how you think about money every single day. If everyone around you complains, avoids growth, and normalizes being broke, you slowly accept it as reality. That's how your financial psychology gets programmed, through repetition, not intention. And without realizing it, your money habits start matching the environment you're in. Think about The Pursuit of Happiness, when Chris Gardner is surrounded by doubt but chooses a different path. He doesn't let other people's limits define his future, and that's the move most people avoid. You don't need to cut everyone off, but you do need to limit conversations that justify staying stuck. That's real financial education, protecting your mindset as much as your money. Here's something practical: you should start upgrading your inputs immediately. Follow people who talk about personal finance, listen to podcasts about how to make money, read books like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Even 20 minutes a day changes how you think, and over time, how you act. This is how you intentionally reshape your environment without needing to change your entire life overnight. And once your environment starts shifting, your standards go up with it. You stop accepting average results and start expecting growth. But there's one final piece most people ignore, even when they know it's right. In the next step, you'll see why discipline isn't just practical, it's a principle that determines everything. You want better results, more money, more freedom, but without structure, it just doesn't stick. Discipline sounds boring, but it's the backbone of every strong personal finance system. And here's the truth most people avoid: your daily habits decide your financial future, not your intentions. That's why your money habits matter more than any quick strategy on how to make money. Think about the Karate Kid, when Daniel wants to fight but has to wax cars first. It feels pointless in the moment, but those small actions build real skill over time. That's exactly how financial psychology works. Repetition creates identity, not motivation. And when you apply consistent discipline, your financial education finally turns into real-world results. There's a principle that hits hard here: whoever can be trusted with little can also be trusted with much. Luke 16 verse 10. If you can't manage $100, you won't manage $10,000 any better. It just scales your problems. So start small, track your spending daily, invest a fixed amount monthly, build simple systems you can repeat. That's how you create stability and actually learn how to make money work for you. Now imagine this over a year, small disciplined actions stacking into real financial progress. You're not guessing anymore, you're operating with clarity and control. And that's when everything starts to align, but only if you truly understand what's been holding you back. Because now it's time to connect all these patterns and see the bigger picture behind them. Now think about where you started. You were avoiding your numbers, reacting emotionally, saying I can't afford it, and waiting for the perfect moment. And now, you see the pattern. You see how your money habits and financial psychology were shaping everything behind the scenes. This isn't just about personal finance anymore. It's about taking control of how you think, decide, and act with money every single day. So here's the real question: are you going to apply this, or fall back into the same cycle you just recognized? If this opened your eyes even a little, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the next insight you miss could be the one that changes everything. You don't want to go back to guessing your way through money while others are learning how to make money strategically. Subscribe now so you don't miss finance tips that can completely transform your relationship with money. And if you're serious about changing your life, not just consuming content, there's a next step waiting for you. The Material Holistic Health, Nourish Your Mind, Balance Your Finances, Transform Your Life shows you exactly how to build multiple income streams, eliminate debt step by step, and stay mentally sharp under financial pressure. You'll learn how to organize your income, create consistent investing habits, and apply financial education in a way that actually sticks long term. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment. So before you leave, ask yourself this: what's one action you're taking today? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because everything changes the moment you move. You already have the awareness most people never get, and that puts you ahead. Now it's on you to turn that awareness into results and finally build the life your money is supposed to support.